Hey everyone. Anyway, how is everybody doing? So I am doing fine. It's a Thursday. I can't wait for it to be Friday, okay? I can't wait. But anyway, so today I just want to do a different video. I've never really done such kind of a video before, but I want to try it today. So I'm going to react to some of the comments that have been written directed to me, okay? Like those that really talk to me. Like I'm going to take comments from the last video that I posted about the Afrikaans, being introduced. Okay, so this is where I'm going to take some questions, okay, and then some comments, and then I'm going to react to them. Then later on, I'll see what else I'm going to share with you. All right, so let's read. I've selected just a few comments here. Let me see. Okay, this one here is coming from someone who's called Waipona. So I'm not sure if this person is a he or is a she. Okay, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. I'm just going to read the comment that they wrote. They said, "You should know that you guys' accents expose you. You speak with terrible accents and it is easy to detect you. Even you, Ziki, who tries to pretend, we can hear that you are not South African." Okay, and they went on. Another comment again. They wrote this one 5 hours ago. Like, there's a difference between 1 hour between the first comment and the second comment. And then another comment again. They came back again 1 hour later to write again. They are doing it to deal with people like you who are claiming to be South Africans when they are not. You guys have messed up your country and your population, and you want to be South African. You, Ziki, I don't know. So, when I saw this comment, I was just laughing. I'm like, wow, this is really amazing. I mean, for real. Number one, growing up, I've been told several times that when I was very young, I wanted to join the choir to sing, but I was told, like, you've got a terrible voice, you can't sing, so you can't join, because they used to say that I speak like a boy, because I do have a hoarse voice, okay? So I've been told a lot of times that, no, your voice is so horrible, you cannot speak like public or anything. But guess what? Let me tell you something. Guess what? At school, by the time I went into high school, I was the best public speaker with this hoarse voice, this ugly accent. And then I was told, like, no, guess what? The career I chose, boom, a career in media where I will be talking all the time. I'll have to be in front of the camera with this hoarse voice. Guess what? I really don't care about that, because I never created myself in the first place, okay? So if I have a bad accent, probably it's because of my origins. Okay, I am Shona and I'm proud. And let me tell you something, Waipona. I never claimed to be South African, okay? I never claimed to be South African, never, not even a single day. For those people who have been following me for years, they will know that I am proudly Zimbabwean. With or without problems in my country, I am still a Zimbabwean. I never claim. So I really don't know where you're getting that from, but I truly understand you. You might be a new person on the channel, but basing from some of the comments that you have written on my previous videos, it so seems like you have been following me for a long time. So I really don't know where you're getting the thing that I am pretending to speak like a South African or to be a South African. I cannot pretend to be a South African. Come on now. Come on. I love South Africa. South Africa is a very beautiful country, and I'm telling you, even if it means me to go and settle in South Africa, I would love to. But I'm not imitating or wanting to be South African, because I'm not. I am born of a Shona father with a Ndebele mother, okay? I am Shona. So, no, I'm not pretending to be South African, okay? My accent is Shona. I can't help it. That's what I am. I can't change it. That's how I was created. I was born in Zimbabwe to a Shona father, so I speak with a Shona accent. Okay, everything else that I'm picking is just, from learning languages like English and all this kind of stuff. But that doesn't take away that I am Shona, I am Zimbabwean, and I'm proud. Baby, I look so fine, man. Zimbabwean looking so fine, baby. Come on. Anyway, forget about that. Okay, let's move on. And then number 2, this one said speak about it. Okay, I'm going to come to your comment. Okay, I'm going to also come about it. Okay, I'm also going to come about that. Okay, so the same person, Waipona again, came to say, okay, let me read the first one before I went there. So there's someone who wrote, his name is, I'm not saying he is, I don't know if it's a guy again or a lady, says, she does, okay, but do you ever, someone called Timakaso wrote, but do you ever talk about Zimbabwean news? Okay, do you ever talk about Zimbabwean news? And then someone here said, called Zeni, said, she doesn't, she must call her channel South African Mhosi. Now, let me tell you something. First of all, let me comment about it. But do you ever talk about Zimbabwe news? Yes, I do. But you know, there's a thing that is called trending news. There's a thing that is called current news, something that is happening now. So in this case, it might seem like I am focusing more on talking about South Africa because any other topic that any other story that I find related to what I want to share always comes back sometimes linked to South Africa. If I want to talk about Zimbabwean immigration, whatever, still there's a part that will still take me back to South Africa because in this case, South Africa is the link to what I will be talking about. So there's no way I can speak to say South Africa. So to other people, it will come like I'm interested in South Africa. Yes, I'm interested in South Africa because that is the current news. Like recently, you know, the news that has been rife in the Zimbabwean community, you know, that is of interest currently is what is immigration news. So anything to do with immigration, of course, it's going to bring me back to South Africa. And also the fact that I focus on SADC. Okay, I focus on SADC news. Outside of YouTube, when I'm doing some other things, my professional work and everything, I cover SADC news. But my channel is just a friendly channel. That is why I do whatever I want. I'm not bound by any of these things. Because here, I just focus on whatever I choose to focus in. I focus again on SADC, but on a more relaxed manner. That is why I just take immigration. If immigration is the one that is rife, I talk about immigration. I've been talking about immigration in Namibia. You know, when they were dealing with Chinese, I've spoken about Zambia, I have spoken about Zimbabwe, I've spoken about Botswana, and South Africa is mainly spoken because this is where most of these stories coming from, especially when it comes to Zimbabwe. So anything to do with the Zimbabweans in Botswana, Zimbabwe, I speak about those. Zimbabweans in South Africa, I will speak about South Africa. Any immigration news coming from South Africa is of interest, so I speak about it. Even this issue of Afrikaans, I speak about it as well because it's something to do again with immigration. And also, you know, as someone who shares news, I follow what is happening, I follow what people are saying and everything. If you see me sharing it here, it means there's a link, there is something, there's a connection there, okay? Because especially this issue of Afrikaans, I really don't want to go back again to that connection, but there is a connection to why I have shared it. Afrikaans. South Africans saying, well, it's good. Now all these Zimbos will not be, you know, able to speak Afrikaans. And other South Africans say, well, what, you know, and so I think for those of you who reason deeper, who see beyond, that is why you see comments differ. Some people come and say, oh yeah, because they'll be thinking deeper, that no, why is this lady talking about this issue? It means there's something like this, but others choose to just see shallow on the surface, like South Africa. She said South Africa, so you understand? It's because of what is the story that is called current stories, current news of the day. And as a content creator, you choose a story that is viral. That is why you see if xenophobia happens or if someone dies, let me not use xenophobia because it's a different topic altogether. I apologize. If something happens, you'll find that all the channels will be concentrated on that story. You understand? That is what content creators do. So yes, I share Zimbabwe news, okay? But at the same time, now I'm trying to find a way I can specialize on. You know, remember guys, when you are just doing everything, sometimes you miss something. So in other times, I can take about 5 months talking about immigration only until maybe 31st of December, when the ZEP expires. I might even be talking about immigration. Reason that is the news that is what is relevant to people that maybe follow me or my community. You understand? So yes, I sometimes share. And then Zeni said I should call my channel South African Mhosi. Okay, I should start a channel called South African Mhosi. Well, thank you so much for this idea. You know, I really appreciate you for that. Guess what? This is exactly I'm going to do. I'm going to open a channel that is called the South African Mgosi. I don't know what Mgosi means. Mgosi. I don't know what it means, if it's a good word or it's a bad word. I don't know. But I'm going to open a channel like that, and I will dedicate it to you, Zen. Guess what? When you throw lemons at someone, guess what? You might be throwing lemons at someone who's trying to slim, and they'll make lemonade. And they will slim, you know. So I will use that idea. It's actually a good idea. I do have other channels, you know. This is not the channel that I have. I do have other channels, so I might as well use the idea and start what we call it, South African Muhosi, dedicated to Zen. Kisses. And then Waipona again. Waipona says she spent almost a month talking about xenophobia in South Africa and solutions. What I find irritating about her is that she should have a channel where she talks about solutions in South Africa. She's obsessed with South Africa. Okay. She's like someone called Mabena, who advises Zimbos on how to apply for various visas instead of encouraging them to go back home and sort their mess up. He is trying to explore loopholes of how they can stay. They are even exploring what relative visa. I bet we are going to see many Zimbos marrying South Africans. If any of my relatives can come and say they are marrying an illegal immigrant, I would want some answers and confirmation before I take the lobola. Okay, Zeni, I really understand where you're coming from. It's true that you feel this way, and I'm very sorry that you get irritated by me, but what really baffles me is that I irritate you so much, but you're still here. It shows that you've got so much love for me, okay? I decided, well, after seeing this, you've been commenting a lot, I decided to go back to my old videos, everything, and I realized that, indeed, you have been following for a very long time. And of course, you have had some opinions about me, you've spoken about my looks, you've spoken about many other things, but guess what? I know what is, you know what they say, guys, if someone doesn't really like you, like they're always, poking at you, saying bad things about you, deep down, they love you. So, I love you too, okay? I really love you too, okay? Please continue to support me, okay? Imagine you're still here, even if I irritate you so much, but you still watch my videos, you still comment. That support to me is the real support, not other people who pretend just to watch and ignore. You watch and you comment, even if it's negative, even if it's positive, criticism and everything. I love you for that, and I appreciate you for that. And you know what? I wish you nothing but the best. And when it comes to marriage, of course, Waipona, if you have relatives who are single and searching and want to look north, guess what? Your beautiful sister is here. I'm here. I can be your, imagine you, Waipona, and me, being relatives by marriage. Like, it will be so amazing, Guess what I'll be doing? I'll be your favorite Makoti, But guess what? I do have papers, okay? I'll be documented. Don't worry about documents, okay? So if you've got a single relative out there who is looking for a wife and they might be interested in looking north, the Shona Queen is here. We give you beautiful, beautiful grandchildren. I'm telling you, your cousins, your nephews, whoever, whatever they will be called, they will be so beautiful. I mean, like, for real, you can see for yourself. Anyway, let's move forward. This is beautiful. Okay, and this one, and this one is a different one. I shared a photo of me and Wadamaya. I've known Wadamaya for a long time, even when my channel was very, very small, even when Wadamaya was still in China. I met Wadamaya, he's a friend, okay? He's a friend. I interviewed him, we spoke, he taught me a lot of things. During that time, when we were in China, when he was also in China, Wadamaya stayed here for a long time, he studied here, okay? So that's how I got to know Wadamaya. So I shared my photo about Wadamaya, asking my favorite, people to say, have you watched the interview that I did with Wadamaya? We did an interview some time ago, and he spoke some sensible things that if you want to watch that video, you can watch it and see what he said about Africa and African youth. So I was just sharing that video, just to say. But then, same again, Waipona again, my favorite in-law again, came again and said, I hope you interviewed him about Zimbabwe. You need to focus there and not South Africa. There are many South Africans who will focus on South Africa. It's again my in-law. My in-law, relax. Okay, relax. I'm not going to steal South Africa from you. I know South Africa belongs to you, maybe even to you alone. I'm not going to steal South Africa from you, my in-law. My in-law, relax. Please. Wadamaya is an African traveler. I'm not imposing him on anybody. Those who follow him, they follow him. Those who don't want to follow him, they don't. Those who agree to what he does, or who don't agree, I don't know. For me, I know who he is to me. He is a friend to me. So when I shared that photo, it was nothing to do with whatever. He spoke about African countries because this is what he covers, you see. So I don't know where Waipona is. Waipona is very protective of South Africa, which I should admire of him, okay? We need to have patriots like Waipona. Waipona is very, very patriotic to South Africa. He will safeguard South Africa. He can even fight a beautiful lady like Zekey to say, please leave my South Africa alone. Please, please, please. Let me assure you, Waipona, that I'm not going to take South Africa away from you. Never. I'm just speaking of things that are happening just like everybody else. Okay. Not that I want to steal South Africa from you. I can never do that. Okay. I love you so much. I know that you and I, we have so much love for each other. Okay. We have so much love for each other. So thank you again for following me for such a long time. This shows that I really have some die-hard followers of Zekey. And for you all, salute. Anyway, so let's move on. Oh, Jasper, what does Jasper say? Okay. And then Prosper, this person is called Prosper. Prosper was talking about the Africans. Like I said, speak about the fact that your people and other immigrants stealing our passports have led to our passport being questioned. And this is very true, Prosper. What you are saying is very true. You know, the fact that they are starting to talk like this, it means they've noticed that, you know, this passport is being used several times. And yes, they've got the right to do that. And I understand and I agree that identity theft is rife. And South African passport, you know, because South Africa can travel to many countries. So it is also vulnerable to people, you know, stealing it and using it to travel abroad. So Prosper, I agree 100% to what you're saying, okay? And I love the way you said it, okay. Okay. And this one said about Africans, so why are people upset if you are South African, you know how to speak Afrikaans, but Zimbos, I am not sure. So this person is saying, if you're a South African, you don't need to worry about Afrikaans because South Africans can speak Afrikaans, but Zimbabweans are the ones who should be complaining because they cannot speak Afrikaans. You are very true. Zimbabweans cannot speak Afrikaans, but maybe if there are a few people who have studied Afrikaans, maybe they can speak Afrikaans. But I also have a lot of my South African friends who cannot speak Afrikaans. Some of them I have here, they cannot even speak a word of Afrikaans. So I don't know what that means, but I understand where you're coming from. So this is all I have for you, my friends. Hope you are all answered. Now, before I leave, let me just share with you this story again. I hope people are not going to say, Zekey, you have started again, okay? This one here is talking about, so the members of South African Infantry Battalion deployed along with the South Africa and Lesotho border received a tip-off about a fleet of quantum taxis that was approaching Wepner town, suspected to be stolen. The South African National Defence Force and the South African Police Service were both on the scene when the convoy of quantum taxis approached. And immediately, when the suspects saw the law enforcement members, they opened fire. The South African National Defence Force and the South African Police Service returned fire. One of the suspects was injured and evacuated to Pelonomi Hospital. The South African National Defence Force and the South African Police Service managed to win the firefight and get the situation under control. No South African Defence Force member was injured. The convoy consisted of 13 Quantums, one silver grey BMW, one red Golf 4 and Golf 4, okay, and Toyota Request. In the vehicles were 150 male and 8 female Lesotho nationals. The battalion commander, Lieutenant Watwat Matuan, received confirmation that the Quantums were not stolen but were used to transport undocumented people into South Africa to work illegally in the mines. It was confirmed that the people did not cross at the port of entry but at an illegal point along the border. All suspects, including the drivers, were arrested by the South African Police Service. Traffic fines for the 13 Quantums were issued for not operating permits and for violating traffic rules. A total of 121,500 rands fines were issued, okay? So this is another story that I have, is I close my commenting section. So today I was reacting to comments put in by my friends. Hey, I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. I am just a content creator. I am just someone interested in news. So please don't be too personal in attacking me, okay? Or in saying some things about, I'm not saying people shouldn't criticize me. Criticize me all you want. I get criticized everywhere. Come on, guys. As long as the moment you start this social media thing, it means you're going to be criticized left, right, and center. But also, I've got the right to respond to any comments for clarity's sake, because some people will be just commenting yet they don't know anything. So if you clarify issues like what I've done with Waipona and other comments there, now you understand that I am not trying to be South African, because I am not South African, okay? But I love you, Waipona. Thank you so much for being a Zekey supporter. And if I could give you a top fan badge on YouTube, I would give you that, because it shows me that you follow all the videos that I post. But of course, sometimes you select if I talk about Zimbabwe. Until then, bye. Oh, I spoke too much. I really need a glass of... Today I'm drinking juice. It's Thursday. It's not wine. I'm going to be interviewing my friend who wrote this book. It's called The Contested Diamond. This book is interesting. It speaks about Zimbabwe. Contested Diamond. I read it. It's written by my friend. Until then, we're saying what? Come on, you guys. I'm a really lovely person, Why you guys attack me so much? Why are you guys attacking me so much? Eh? I am your lovely sister. I just speak things, Let's not do like that, okay? I don't know. Why is it that you guys say... Some people were like, I posted a photo of me dressed beautifully. Someone says, oh, you dress... You are dressing like a South African. Now someone is saying I want to be... I don't know why. I don't understand. Do I dress so... Why? Is my dressing ugly? Is my dressing... What is it? What is it about my dressing that is South African? I don't know. I'm just saying, though, in passing. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I've heard it several times, but not in a malicious way. Some people have told me, oh, Zekey, we thought you were South African. Not in a malicious way, or no, just because I don't know what is it about me that looks South African. I've been trying to figure it out, like, what is it exactly? Because I am purely Shona, so I don't know. What is it about me that is South African? Can Shona and Ndebele Bo is South African? I don't know. I don't know, you guys, what you see that is South African. I don't know. I'm just me. Okay? Kare na kare. Kare na kare. Ndagara ndingori muZimbabwe. Mukunzo. I don't know. It's not the first time. But not in a malicious. I've not been accused of pretending to be. But people have said I look like a South African. In what way? I don't know. You guys, let me put my face on the camera so that you guys can tell me where.